A lot of people think we humans are there and animals are there, and that's not right. I actually work now or listen now for 10 years to animals. I think actually we could learn from animals. And my vision would be to connect humans and animals around the globe. I think at one hand it starts. I think people get more vegetarian, vegans, they are more aware. And at the same time, I think it would need a long time when we let it happen like this in a flow. Therefore, I really feel that we need actually awareness to actually cultivate awareness for the animal. They have such a wisdom that is really profound, where we can learn from. So I think we have to rethink. It's not that we are there and the animals are there. We actually could be on this level together, and in the beginning maybe even ask them, hey, teach us. I was born in Holland. Afterwards I grew up in Switzerland, and since 9 years I live in Australia. First I was psychotherapist for humans, and during that time I actually had a Labrador. And so during that time with the Labrador, I actually started to do animal communication. I felt like, hey, that's so easy for me, it's like normal. But then when I actually came to Australia and I was aware that I actually can connect with animals, and I realized but I can't talk about it because it's so weird. So now I am saying I'm a psychotherapist and I'm animal communicator. It works even over 20,000 kilometers, and I can describe it now how I perceive it, that actually I don't speak with them like with you. It is really like tapping in, and what I always do is actually I connect with my higher self, and actually also I connect with the higher self of the animal, and there we are on a level where I really understand the animals. And I really am in my room in silence. I really hear, because I hear everything in my right ear. So then I am really only focused on this animal and not on, oh, this is so cute. Sometimes I actually ask the owners to give a message, actually to tell the animals like a friend. I just did read the communication this morning from a cat, and he told what he wants and what he don't want. And I will never say like that's not weird, because I understand when people think it's weird, because we can't prove it. You know, that's the difficulty. We can't say, yeah, like the researchers or science would love to do it. I can't, but I know that it's true. So Prince Caspian is a wonderful white Angora Turkish cat. And the owners actually contacted me because he had a heart and lung disease, so he was not well. He chose himself with me therapies that are not usual. So he actually chose a rose quartz, and he laid on this rose quartz, and he really felt well. And what he really needed was no stress and trust, and just be. And when it went to the end of his life, he actually said, I don't want to die in a hospital. I want to be at home and die in dignity, because the vets actually were speaking about a bigger operation, so the heart and the lung function would be better, but he didn't want to, and he was aware that he would die. So Indy lived in Vancouver in Canada, and Indy actually had a cognitive heart disease. He was a dog actually who spread love. So he actually wanted every day to go to the pet shop, and his owner went with him there, and he chose what he wanted and did greet everyone, so everyone was smiling. He actually became like the life teacher for Jasmine. I felt already by the last talk with him that he actually is ready to go. And 30 minutes later, Jasmine said I have a picture on my webpage where he actually lays on the chest of Jasmine, and he just looked up in the sky, how he told me, and slept in forever. Indy really did teach his owner, and she was ready for it. And she also said, I am on another place thanks to him. Zena is a wonderful 6-year-old horse, an Arabic horse, and she lived in Western Australia, or she still lives in Western Australia. And the first time her owner actually contacted me, because she said she just had taken Zena over from another owner, and that she's so aggressive and not in a real good connection with her other horse, and what's going on. So I started the communication with Zena, and there she said already that she's not happy, and it's not because of the owner, but she misses her mom a lot. So I told this to her owner, who actually also felt like, hey, when I don't do something, she will be put down. So she called the breeder of Zena, and the breeder said okay, let us try it. I have still the mother and the auntie. I will come and get her. When Zena got out of the float, she actually saw her mom, and they were really galloping towards each other. And Zena is now a wonderful, gentle horse. So let's say you would be the owner, and I would ask you, please send me a picture of the head of your animal and the body of your animal. And then I need actually the picture of the head of your animal, because I need to see the eyes. And actually I will have this picture on my laptop, and I will ask first, what I always do is actually, and that's maybe also important for the people to know, I actually connect really with the higher self, also to empty myself of all my thoughts, so that I'm really open for what the animal is telling me. What I always offer is a Skype session afterwards with the owner, where I will tell everything what the animal told me, and we will speak about it. How wonderful when I would go out on the street, and the word would be not an empty street, but there would be animals. They would come and greet me and say, hey, hello, and maybe even they would like to play. Imagine, only a little example that comes spontaneous to me. You are by the GP. You sit there, all people there, and imagine a cat would come and would touch you, or a dog would come. How the difference that would make. Maybe they would, like in India sometimes it happens, maybe a cow would lay down on the street. Okay, terrible at the moment, stress. But imagine what she actually maybe could give us. I think that when we would be more willing to actually open ourselves for the animals, we would be on the other level.